Hey guys, it's me, Samantha, again. Today we're going to talk about another topic that I feel is important to discuss, and that is legalizing marijuana. And I know this is kind of like an topic because in a lot of states it is legal, but in a lot of other states it is not legal. And luckily in New York it is to an extent, but I think it's still a good topic to discuss. So, to debate it, a lot of people feel iffy on this topic, and it's either they're pro or against. So, there's a lot of different aspects of being pro and being against it, which is fine. I get some people have had bad issues with it, or maybe people have gotten addicted to other drugs and their family members because of it. But today we're going to talk about the pros. So a big pro in legalizing marijuana is one, it's good for medical purposes. A good thing is with marijuana, we can now sustain some pains of medical issues in people. So not only does that include cancer patients, people with multiple sclerosis, I can't say that word, I'm so sorry, MS, other people who have other issues like anxiety, depression, maybe taking a pill isn't for them, or, doing therapy, maybe smoking marijuana is. And, it also opens up a lot of ways to treat patients, not only for pain purposes, but to use, cannabis and THC and CBD for other things that we've discovered since, realizing it's not just a drug. So a big thing is a lot of people argue that it is a hard substance drug. And I can't agree with that. As somebody who, knew a family member who was addicted to a hardcore drug, I can't see the same side of it. Comparing it to weed is like comparing it to, I guess, in my view, a beer or a few beers. But that's a whole nother discussion. I think another big thing with legalizing marijuana, which is great because, New York has done it and it's helped with dispensaries and trucks and a whole bunch of other stuff, but it's also good for financial purposes. Like, we can use it towards tax money and save money via government, and by having people buy marijuana from the government, it can help us pay down some of our state issues. But I also think that it's just overall good and a benefit of we legalize it. It also costs less money to purchase. So if you do have a high intake of smoking marijuana, there you go. You get a deal. And then it's also good because the government can also monitor people and see how much of an intake they are taking. I personally don't smoke marijuana, but I know people who do, and they've definitely been a lot happier since it's been legalized. I guess it's less of an issue for some people with getting it or using it. But another good topic of it is, oh my god, brain fart. Money's good, medical's good, but also, okay, so a big thing is growing up, you would want something your parents would say no to. So, if they said, I can't have this water bottle, it would make you want it more, which is a big thing with, marijuana and drug use. I feel like the moment somebody tells you can't have it or you can't do it, you want to do it more. And so I feel like since weed's been legal, it's been less of, a thing. Nobody's I smoke weed. Shh. They're, either doing it in moderation or they just don't do it. So I think that's kind of cool too, because it took out a lot of issues with jail and stuff, and going based on race. A lot of cops per se would pick certain types of people to arrest for the basic charge of marijuana charges. And then that also affects people's records. So if you get arrested at 18, that sticks on your record. You have a charge. Therefore, you're taking these kids who are 18 years old and just wanted to smoke marijuana, and putting a big red flag on their name, where if they go for a job interview and stuff like that, it's seen. And that's an issue. It definitely helped out with a lot of people, like, not getting in trouble for something so petty, but also decrowding our jails. How many people were arrested for, like, having marijuana on them and were imprisoned, and our jails are already overpacked and way too tight for people to be charged with such a petty crime, you know? But I do think that legalizing marijuana has helped in a lot of ways, and I do hope that all of America supports it one day. But I do think this video should help give a little insight on it, and it was good to talk to you guys again. Have a good one.